friends, it's Lisa and welcome to a new vlog. So this vlog is sort of going to be a combination of a lot of different things. Basically, it's going to be a 24-hour readathon, also Always and Forever Laura Jean, also Valentine's and self-care vlog. I really wanted to be vlogging when the new To All the Boys I Loved Before movie came out, just so I could get kind of my initial reactions and feelings on it, because even though I was disappointed by the second one, I'm still excited to see the final movie. So I wanted to vlog when it was released. I also wanted to do a kind of Valentine's self-care vlog. I want to make heart-shaped sugar cookies. I want to kind of do my skincare routine and take extra time with it. I want to do things that make me happy, like journaling and reading and things like that. So I thought, why not combine all of the things on top of a 48-hour readathon vlog? So it is currently the 10th of February, so I think tonight at midnight is going to be the start of the 48-hour readathon slash vlogging period. Always and Forever Laura Jean is coming out on Friday, so on the 12th, and I probably will watch it that day. And I was also thinking, like I said, about making some Valentine's Day cookies. And on top of all of that, I'm going to be doing a 48-hour readathon. So let's discuss what I plan on reading. So the book that I'm going to be really focusing on and hopefully finishing in this 48 hours is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. So I've currently been rereading this series to prepare for the new book, A Court of Silver Flames, which is coming out on the 16th of February. So I definitely need to get going and hopefully try and finish this in this 48 hours. I'm only 100 or so pages into this book so far, and I definitely think there is a chance that I will read a little bit before the 48-hour readathon begins. So I will definitely let you guys know kind of where I start off in this book at the beginning of the 48 hours, and hopefully I can make some decent progress, if not finish the book in that time. And if I do finish this book, let me go and get the other book. I think I might start my reread of A Court of Frost and Starlight, also by Sarah J. Maas. This is kind of the novella that takes place in between this final book in the original trilogy, and it kind of bridges the gap between that and the new series and the new book, I think. I don't know. I'm very interested to see how I feel about this, because when I read it the first time, it made me really angry, and it kind of still makes me angry every time I look at it, because nothing happens in this book, and I paid full price almost for it, so joke's on me. So yeah, it would be great if I could get to this and potentially start this in the 48 hours, but I will be happy even if I just get close to finishing this. So these are the plans for the 48-hour readathon, and like I said, I want this to be kind of a Valentine's self-care vlog as well, so I'm going to just kind of be relaxing, doing what I want, watching the new movie, the new Always and Forever Laura Jean movie, as well as maybe watching some Gilmore Girls, because I've been watching that for the first time recently, and I'm really enjoying it, so probably watch some of that, bake cookies. I'm basically becoming Laura Jean in this vlog. I'm reading and I'm baking. I just don't have a Peter Kavinsky for Valentine's Day, but it's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to say hello, and I will see you guys later, probably tonight at midnight when the start of the 48-hour readathon begins. Hello, it is the 11th of January, which means that the 48-hour readathon period has begun, and I've read a whole 10 pages. Last night I was planning on staying up until midnight and reading at the start of midnight, even though I'm being very chill about the 48-hour readathon aspect of this vlog. I feel like there's more of a focus on the Valentine's, self-care, and also Always and Forever Laura Jean. That's more so my focus for this vlog, but the 48-hour readathon, very chill. Was planning on staying up until midnight though, but I didn't. I fell asleep. I just wasn't feeling my best yesterday, so I decided, you know what, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Let's just end the day. Let's just go to sleep. But this morning with my coffee, I did end up reading 10 pages of A Court of Wings and Ruin, so I started on chapter 16, which is page 157, so we'll see if I can read math 550 or so pages of this book in the span of 2 days. I'm thinking no, but I'm gonna try. But even if I don't finish reading it, I still know that I'm going to be actively making some good progress in it anyways, which I haven't really been doing recently, so at least we have that. So for today, I think I'm going to try and read more of A Court of Wings and Ruin throughout the day. I also want to film a journal video as well. I don't think the journaling video will take me that long to do and film. I just need to figure out exactly what I want to do for it, but I think I might film that just to get it done. So yeah, I'll probably do that and film that and then go back into reading. But first, we need to discuss Taylor Swift. I don't know how she always knows when I'm vlogging, but I feel like I'm always vlogging when she announces something. But basically, the Fearless re-recorded version is being released on April 9th, and we have Love Story coming out tonight, and that is just perfect for this vlog, for Valentine's Day, for me personally. I'm just so excited, and it's gonna be so good. There's also gonna be like 6 new songs on the re-recorded version of Fearless, so that's really exciting. I'm just overall very excited to hear the re-recorded versions of all of her albums, and I'm just so excited. So that was kind of perfect timing for this vlog, so I definitely will be reacting to a song I've already heard before in this vlog. Only Taylor Swift fans would get this excited over hearing songs that we've already heard. So yeah, that's just, it's very exciting. I'm very excited to hear it and to hear the rest of the album and all of the albums she's re-recording. I think it's going to be really good. So yeah, until the new song comes out, I will just be reading and journaling and relaxing, so I will hopefully check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I've just finished doing that journaling video. It is now like 1 o'clock in the afternoon exactly, so that means that we are 13 hours into this 48-hour readathon, and I have read 10 pages. So I think I'm gonna go and make myself some sort of coffee drink, whether it's an iced coffee, iced latte. I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna go and do that, and then hopefully that will motivate me to actually read. I think there's like almost 700 pages in A Court of Wings and Ruin. I think there's like 699, which is so frustrating to me. So I think my goal is to get somewhere in the 300 section. I'm on page 160 something, so I definitely think that that is doable, but I'd like to get like maybe halfway through the book today, so we'll see. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna go and make a coffee, and hopefully that will help me get through some reading. The tears continue. Oh no. So it is now February 12th, which means Always and Forever is now officially out. I think I kept calling it Always and Forever Laura Jean because that's what the book is called, but the movie is just Always and Forever, but it's out. So I'm actually going to sit down and watch it right now, but I thought I would quickly give a reading update as well as talk a little bit about the Love Story re-recording. So reading update on A Court of Wings and Ruin. I wanted to get into the 300 page mark yesterday, and I almost got there. I'm up to chapter 28, which is page 291, so I got pretty close. I'm almost halfway through the book. I definitely want to get to like the halfway point by the end of today. Obviously, I'd want to surpass that, but I want to at least get halfway through. I really set myself up trying to finish this book in the span of 2 days, but regardless, I'm making progress, which is mainly what I wanted to do in this vlog. So ideally, I'd like to get halfway, which is only like 60 pages, so I think I can do that. And then I would really like to get like 2/3 of the way through, but we'll see. Just some very quick and brief thoughts on this book because it is a reread, and like I don't want to spend too much time talking about it. I did read this already. This is a reread for me, and I remember liking it when I first read it, but now on Goodreads, it's a 2-star. I don't know what happened there. I remember I was bitter over A Court of Frost and Starlight, so I went and lowered all of my ratings on all of the books in the series, and I do remember there were a lot of criticisms with this book, and I just think I kind of forgot how I felt versus how everyone else felt, plus I was bitter, so I lowered it to a 2-star, and I don't think it was a 2-star book, so I'm very interested to see how I feel at the end of this book, but so far I'm liking it. I'm definitely not liking it as much as A Court of Mist and Fury. I don't think this is going to surpass that one as being my favorite, but I'm definitely interested to see how I feel, because I feel like 2-star is a bit too low for what I actually will feel about it, so that'll be interesting. And also quickly, I just wanted to talk about Love Story, the re-recorded version, Taylor's version. I love it. It sounds so good. It's so weird hearing like mature Taylor's voice on a recording of Love Story, but it's so good. And the lyric video with all the old like fan pictures and videos and stuff was quite emotional. I literally kept crying last night. Fearless was the album that got me into Taylor Swift, like made me become a fan of Taylor Swift. I got the Fearless CD for my birthday, and that was kind of what sparked the obsession that I have now. And I'm pretty sure Love Story was like the first Taylor Swift song I ever heard, so it just feels really like full circle, and it's like really emotional that Fearless is the album that she's re-releasing first. I feel like even though it would have maybe made sense to start with Debut because that was her first album, I do feel like Love Story and Fearless is still a good starting point, and I don't know, it's just very emotional and I'm emotional about it. I'm just really excited to experience all these album releases again. I feel like some of these albums like Debut and Fearless kind of I wasn't really a part of the release of, but all the other albums I was there for. It's just gonna be really cool to like re-experience them and have so many other people be experiencing them again, or people experiencing them for the first time. There's a lot of new Taylor Swift fans. I feel like Reputation brought in a lot of new fans, and then Folklore and Evermore. Everyone loves Taylor Swift now, which I'm gonna get to in a minute. But like there's so many new fans, so there's gonna be so many people who are experiencing these albums for the first time and hearing these songs for the first time, which I will say like there is a small part of me that is a bit bitter that like now there's so many new fans and now it's like cool to like Taylor Swift. Jenna actually did a whole thread on this, so I'll leave it linked below if you want to check it out, but like now that it's like cool to like Taylor Swift because she's like more mature, so many people are like excited for these new releases and stuff, and it's like it's exciting, but it's also like y'all made fun of her and me and other fans for years and now you're excited. But I will say I think a majority of me feels excited that people are experiencing these songs and these albums for the first time. That's only like a very small part of me that's a bit bitter, but I'm more excited for people to finally hear these songs for the first time because there's a lot of people who probably haven't even heard Fearless or Debut or maybe even Speak Now, and I'm just so excited for people to hear them and see that she's been talented like from the start. I don't know, I'm just very emotional, very excited. I think we're all going to collectively lose it when Speak Now and Red are re-released. It's gonna be a great time. I'm very excited. But yeah, Love Story, re-recorded version, Taylor's version, so good. I love it so much, and I'm just really excited to experience all these albums and these releases again, even though it's kind of like a bittersweet thing because obviously like she shouldn't be having to re-record them in the first place. Let's not even go down that road, but it's still cool to kind of experience all these things again. So yeah, it's exciting, but also emotional and sad. It's definitely a weird thing, but Love Story sounds so good, and I'm just so excited to hear the other re-recorded albums. So okay, enough babbling about my love for Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go and watch Always and Forever, and word on the street, aka 2 tweets that I saw, said that this one is better than the second one, so I'm excited. I'm still not getting my hopes up because I didn't love the second one. I was very disappointed in the second one after loving the first one so much, but I feel like I'm a bit more excited now knowing that people like it more than the second one. So I'm gonna go and watch it, and then I will come back with you guys and talk about my thoughts, and we'll see if it actually is better than the second one. Only time will tell. I finished the movie. I don't know if you can tell. I think they might be okay, but my eyes were puffy and red because I cried so many times watching that movie. Am I okay? I don't think so. But now I'm feeling inspired to do some baking of my own, so I actually might go and start making the sugar cookies either now or maybe in a few minutes, give myself a little bit of some time to digest the movie and be okay. I did just take and post a bookstagram in honor of the movie because I liked it. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think my expectations were so low because my expectations were really high for the second one and I was let down. And then I went into this one with very low expectations because I didn't love the second one, so I was pleasantly surprised. I still think the first one is the best one. I just think like the first book and first movie, both of them just have the best story itself, so therefore I like the movie and the first book the most out of all three. But I did really like the third one. I liked it a lot more than the second one, so that's good. I mean, obviously, like, when I first finished watching the second one, I was like, yeah, it was fine, it was good. And then, like, over time, I kind of realized how disappointed I was in it, so this is just, like, my initial reaction, but I did really enjoy it, I think. I feel like I actually, like, would want to rewatch this one. I haven't rewatched the second one since the first time I watched it. I rewatch the first one all the time because it's like such a comfort to me, and I feel like this third one is closer to what that first one makes me feel. I still, again, prefer the first one, but I think that this one was a lot better than the second one. And also that might just be like a personal thing too, because the second one really focuses on like the love triangle aspect, and I personally don't care for love triangles, so I think that might be why I didn't love the second book and movie that much, but I liked the third one. I thought it was good. I cried a lot. I would love to know if I'm the only one, but I always sob watching these movies. Even the second one that I didn't like that much, I still cried a lot. I feel like anytime they mention Laura Jean's mom, I get very emotional, but then there was a lot of stuff with her and Peter too that I was like, I was sobbing. Like, am I okay? So yeah, if you have seen Always and Forever, I would love to know what you think. If you cry just as much as I do watching these movies, if you preferred the third one over any of them, I would just love to know your thoughts on it if you've watched it. And now I'm just kind of sad that these movies are kind of over, because even though, again, didn't love the second one that much, I still like, I don't know, they're just such comforting characters in movies for me. So I'm kind of sad that it's over, but I'm glad that I enjoyed the third one at least. So we ended on a positive note, which is always good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go and just relax for a little bit. I might read a little bit because I haven't read it all today, and this is supposed to be a 48-hour readathon vlog. So I might go and read for a little bit and then start making some sugar cookies. I'm inspired by Laura Jean, but my cookies probably aren't gonna come out as good as hers. So I made the cookie dough, and I should have like planned it out a little bit more because you have to let it sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours. So that was me forgetting to think, but it's been like an hour since I put the dough in the fridge, so I'll probably wait like another hour or so and then roll them out, cut them out, and bake them. I'm very excited. I also think I'm gonna frost them, and I'm doing heart-shaped cookies because Valentine's, you know, so very excited. But while I was waiting for the dough to be in the fridge, I've been reading. So I made it to chapter 30, page 314, so making some progress. And because I have an hour left to wait for the dough, I'm just going to, I think, continue on reading and see how much I can get done in the next hour or so. But I did want to pop on because I did think of a couple more things I wanted to say about the Always and Forever movie. So one thing I liked is that they played I Like Me Better, the song that's in the first movie, which a song I knew before the movie, but it's in the first movie when they're going on the ski trip. They played it again when they were going on the class trip to New York, and I was like, ow. So that hurt my feelings. And then something also that I really liked is the growth from Jen this whole like movie series. By the third movie, they're actually all like friends and getting along. And something that I also liked that was like a parallel to the first movie was when Jen made fun of Laura Jean's shoes. And then in this new movie, she compliments her shoes and like actually means it. And I don't know, I just liked that growth. I don't really remember that happening in the books with Jen, so I really liked that they maybe added that or like tweaked it a little bit. It might have been in the books and I just don't remember, but I really liked that they did that because we just love to see it. We love to see girls getting along and being friends. But I just randomly thought of those things when I was making the cookie dough, so I wanted to talk about them. But now I'm going to go back and actually try and read for the next hour or so before we start making the cookies. Okay, it is now Saturday, so the 48-hour readathon has come to an end. I just wanted to quickly wrap up what I ended up doing. So for A Court of Wings and Ruin, I got up to page like 360, I think. Yeah, 360. So I read like 200 pages this whole 48 hours, which like is not my best, but to be fair, I knew I wanted to be more chill about it and focus more on like the self-care Valentine's Day theme of this vlog. So yeah, I didn't make like a crazy ton of progress, but I did make some progress, which is mainly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get a bit of a way through this book so that I'd be closer to finishing it when the new book comes out. So yeah, that is what I did reading wise. I also finished making my cookies yesterday, so I don't know if I filmed some clips. I'll insert that before, probably insert some pictures now. I'm very happy with how they came out. They came out really well, so I'm really happy, and I just like that they're in heart shapes because that's cute. But yeah, I just thought I would come on here and wrap up this vlog. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day weekend, regardless of what you're doing or who you're with. I hope that you still have a great weekend. But that is going to complete this video, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you have not already. Also, don't forget to click the bell notification to be notified anytime I upload a new video. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.